used to say Harry Potter was satanic. Those were the times. Yeah, my family is Catholic. My family, most like Latino Catholic families are in a weird kind of situation where, I mean, it's not like they love God, right? It's like God is there. They more have like a situationship with God, Like when things get desperate and rough, that's when we pray, But today I didn't go to church, right? Is anyone here a Jehovah's Witness? Yeah, that was kind of unlikely, right? I mean, it could happen, They just stand up and it's like, hey, no man, Jehovah's Witnesses, I don't have anything against Jehovah's Witnesses. I think they're cool, especially here. Here, man, Jehovah's Witnesses here in Portugal are nice as fuck. Like, one time a Jehovah's Witness came up to me. And he was so nice. He asked me how my day was, He asked me where I was from. I told him I was Mexican. He started speaking to me in perfect Spanish, because God is apparently better than Duolingo, I guess. I was taken aback. Like, this dude smelled good even. Like, it was such a great experience. In Mexico, they're aggressive as fuck. Jehovah's Witnesses in Mexico are horrible. There was one guy at like the local park near my house. And one time, I was with my friend. We went to this park, and this guy approached us. Right off the bat, he asked, do you guys believe in God? Like, he would just ask if you believed in God, and then get into a horrible discussion with you for hours on end. You couldn't get rid of him. So my friend devised a plan, because he's very smart. He said, he thought, because he's a genius, we're gonna pretend that we're gay, so that this guy is disgusted and wants to leave, right? So my friend just says to the guy, yeah, I mean, it's been hard because we've been married for 2 years. I shit you not, the Jehovah's Witness says, nah, you two don't look gay. I was like, what the fuck? How much, what do I gotta do, right? I just look at my friend and I said, bro, we have to kiss. We kissed right in front of this guy. He says, nah, y'all didn't kiss with passion. I'm getting naked right there in the park. That was when he left. Mexico, yeah. Listen, I have a job here, but I'm kind of embarrassed about my job because it's like the most stereotypical job I could have. Right? I work at a Mexican grocery store. It's this store that only sells Mexican products. And one of the things about working there is that it actually makes me completely immune to this argument of like, oh, fucking Mexican immigrants coming here to take away our jobs because I'm only taking away the jobs of other Mexican immigrants, right? And working there is always an experience, because you get all these, because listen, most of the clients there aren't really Portuguese people, it's mostly like American tourists, right? Because Portuguese people, they walk into the store and they look at the food and it's like, oh, this is spicy, I would never eat this in my life, and then they leave, right? But American tourists, that's where the money is at, right? Or actually, American tourists and also German tourists practicing their Duolingo Spanish. That's always great. I got this one guy the other day. He walked into the store, right away. He goes, Buenas noches! He proceeds to speak the entirety of the rest of the interaction in English, right? And then as he leaves, he just says, Muchas gracias. I was like clapping, I'm like, By the way, if you don't know this, in Spanish, buenas noches means good night. It was 11 a.m. My favorite person to ever walk into the store was this American lady. I guess American people like to ask you about your life for some reason. She asked me where I was from. I told her, I'm from Mexico City. She got really excited about Mexico City all of a sudden. She was like, I mean, Mexico City is such a great place. She even started to talk shit about Lisbon compared to Mexico City. She was like, I mean, in Mexico City, the food is better, people are nicer, everything is better in Mexico City. I don't know why you would come from Mexico City to Lisbon. And I was like, no, listen, lady, Lisbon is Europe. It's the first world, right? And she just went, is it? And that was the point where I realized, oh shit, this lady is so cultured. It has now circled back around into her telling me to go back to my own country. Which I just think it's beautiful, you guys. I think it's one of the cycles of life. I call it the cycle of gringo. You read so much, you become Donald Trump all over again. That was all of my time, you guys. You guys have been fantastic.
Give it up, Diego Aguilar, everybody! Alright, you guys seem like an amazing audience doing that introduction. You guys don't remember, if you like a joke, laugh. If you really like it, clap, okay? You seem like a great audience already. So introduce the next comic with a big round of applause for Dave Crumbley, everybody! Dave!